Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over the jobs that I had today. Today was a great day. I had 2 estimates won, 2 repeat customers called and got them on the schedule, 2 jobs completed, and I have 2 buildings to bid tomorrow. So getting started with my day, I had a 9 a.m. estimate or 9:30 a.m. estimate, so I got to trade a stock this morning. I do research stocks. There's about 30 stocks that I keep track of, and this one was an opportunity that I saw early in the morning. Made $315 on this trade before I even showed up to do this 9:30 a.m. estimate. So at this estimate, I met with the owner. He approved the bid on the spot. He had a fair amount of glass, including this glass staircase. And as you guys can see right here, it was about $1,800, a dollar under $1,800 in total that we got on the schedule. So at this job right here was a repeat customer as well. $180 was what I got for this job. She tipped me almost $40. The job took about 1.5 hours, and this job has French pane windows at the front, and she has flat glass at the back. And as you guys can see, the bottom half of this window has a screen on because they're kind of pinched in there. So what I do is just go inside, fold the window in, and clean them from the inside. And as you guys can see right here, I'm climbing up the ladder to take care of these windows above the door. And whenever you're working around landscaping, always tread lightly. You never want to step on a plant because customers do look for this type of stuff. And whenever you do step on something like that, believe me, they're not going to call you back. As you guys can see right here, I have my ladder levelers at the bottom. They always come in handy. I don't know how I ever worked without them. And whenever I was cleaning these windows, she had 3 cracked windows. That's very uncommon for me to find any type of cracked windows, but I always let them know. And as you guys can see right here, I'm switching out my squeegee. I only have 5 different size squeegees that I use every day, and I'm curious to what you other window cleaners use and have. How many squeegees do you have? How many different size squeegees do you have? I know that I've seen some window cleaners on YouTube with a pretty fair amount of squeegees and handles, but I'm just curious. Let me know in the comment section how many squeegees you guys have. So this is some of the higher side windows. These are called transom windows, and one thing that I want to show you guys is the reason I like this Ettore is because I can bend the handle, and what this helps me do is close out easier, for example right here, so that I'm not kind of hitting the bottom brick to where it kind of makes the squeegee bump off. And whenever I'm cleaning these side windows, as you guys can see, it's flat glass. I'm cleaning out the tracks first just to save my strip washer, and I always dust off the screens as well. The first time I ever did this house, the customer does take off the screens for me from the inside, but she didn't put in the tabs correctly in on that middle window, and it fell in. I always do tell customers whenever they're going to remove the squeegee or the screens, always make sure that the tabs are in correctly, otherwise the window will fold in and possibly break. So moving on, she only had 16 windows on this house. I do have a 20 window minimum. I've never well, actually a couple weeks ago some lady couldn't believe that I did have a minimum. She thought I was cheating her for some reason. But you know, as your business grows, you do have to have some type of minimum just to make it worth your job. So out of curiosity, how do you guys like to clean windows? I'm huge on traditional window cleaning. I just think that the quality is way better than water-fed pole. Of course, a clean window is a clean window, but I'm curious to what you guys do to clean windows. This is a job that we did last week, and it was right across the street from this customer that I had today, and she was a great customer, wrote me an awesome review after the job was done, and she gave me a pretty good tip as well. So she wanted her interior and exterior windows cleaned. There was quite a bit of things to work around. If you can see through that glass, there was a bed right there in front of it that was pretty heavy, and I wasn't going to move it. So what I did was use my pole work, which always comes in handy. If you guys saw that price breakdown, the job was $300. I think I gave her a $20 discount, and she put a $60 tip on top of that. So this job took almost 2 hours. I think I always clock my work. It took about an hour and 50 minutes, and that means I made around $320 to $340 in about an hour and 50 minutes. And what I like to do is my average that I always like to hit is about 150. So I think I hit above that average. And one thing that I'm going to show you guys right here is the complete process that I use to clean windows. As you guys can see, what I did at first was wash it with the microfiber strip washer. And right here I'm buffing it out with a green Unger fixie clamp. And after I buff out the glass, I always wash the window again with the microfiber to pick up everything that I just buffed off. My everyday squeegee is this 14-inch Ettore aluminum channel. And after I got done with that job, my last job was this construction cleanup to bid. It was old windows, 100-year-old glass, but this oldie was a goodie. This customer ended up going with the estimate. I sent it to him at around 5 o'clock. He approved it soon after. This is going to be a full day's work, probably about 10 hours. And as you guys can see, $1,934 is what we're going to get for it. So I felt like this dude on the surfboard. I felt like I was cruising through this day. Everything went well. So here's the job breakdown, or my day breakdown for today. Well, the first one shows that I won $1,500 estimate, but it was closer to $1,800 with the 2 repeat customers with the 2 buildings that I've got to bid tomorrow. So over $850 earned, which is not bad under, my standards, but this doesn't happen overnight. If you guys are looking to get into this, it does take some time to get to that level. One thing that I did, I'm huge on learning. I built my own website, and not only did I build my website actually gets business. So one thing that you guys got to do is grow. You don't want to be swimming with small fishes. You want to grow into your environment and continue to learn. So one thing that I always say to everybody is stay hungry, keep learning, and remember, go to work,